Hi, this is the demo for Bahman Baidar CS122A Project 1. It is a person detection system that uses a machine learning TensorFlow model to detect when a human is on the camera. When the motion sensor is activated and a human is detected on the camera, an LED on the Raspberry Pi Pico will light up. It uses a UART USB converter to communicate to my laptop, which I'll be using for my demo. So the way this system works is it uses a pre-provided code from Articam to process the image and get a person score. And in order to implement that with my state machine, I had to modify some of the source code that was used. Unfortunately, when I use the modified code, it does not properly communicate over UART for some reason, so we cannot see what the camera is seeing whenever I'm using the state machine model of the code. But when we use a regular one, it will work. I'll show this by first I will flash the Pico with the normal code, and I'll flash Pico with my state machine code. So give me a second, put the Pico into boot selection mode by holding on the boot selection button and plugging it in. So it's done. It now has shown up as a drive on my laptop. So I can get my file from the camera folder, drag and drop, and it will flash as soon as this is finished. So now it has been flashed. Now your communicator is flashing blue to indicate that image is being received. So as you can see, it shows what the camera sees now. I'll point it at myself. There's me. You can see the person score has gone up significantly versus when it's just pointed down on the table, it is gone, at least much lower. Now, I will flash it with my state machine version of the code by doing the exact same thing. I need two hands to do this. So now when I let go of the button, you can see the drive appeared. Again, once again, drag and drop the precompiled code, or at least precompiled file I'm going to be using, onto the Pico, and it will flash. So I have not been able to figure out why UART stops working with the state machine. I tried setting up some timer stuff. I'm assuming that may have messed it up somewhere, but I have not gotten around to be able to figure it out. But as you can see, if I run the processing program that is used, it doesn't work. But we can see that my state machine will still work. If I point this camera at myself and the motion sensor is activated, an LED on the Raspberry Pi Pico should turn on. So I will try my best to do this. It's a little bit awkward. Oh, it turned on for a second there. Let's see if I can. It's a little bit iffy, and it's hard to point it at myself. There, you can see it's pointed at me, the light turns on. There. It should stay on as long as it's pointed at me. And it will stay on as long as it's looking at me, because you can see that there's a person. And I can... Oh. This is a little bit difficult to demo like this, just because it's so finicky, and it's hard to keep the phone out of my face, so it keeps on looking at me. But I can prove that this is not just using the motion sensor, because it's variable timings, which is dependent on how long it's actually able to look at me. Like right now, if I'm holding very still, it's able to look at me and keep a very high score. But as soon as I put the camera down, or at least give it a second. There we go. Sorry, I should have shown that. The camera came down. Now the camera can't see me, and the LED has gone away. It is not, I can prove it's not just a motion sensor right now. As you can see, nothing's happening. It was using the person score that was displayed earlier. Sorry, this demo has gone on a little bit longer than it should have. I had to display kind of a lot, and it's very finicky. Thank you for watching.